Right, so I'm here with Davrin at the moment. He's the guy I interviewed, if you remember, 65-year-old Croatian bodybuilder. 65, right?
Yeah, 65. It's true.
Big and strong. So my question to him is, to get this big, clearly you need to have good nutrition.
Yeah, definitely megatons of food, that's
Right.
for sure. But more or less from category of healthy food. So how I eat.
Right.
Start 7:30 or 8 in the morning. So that's the first meal.
Right.
And that's, I would say, like breakfast, the most important meal.
The most important meal?
Yeah. For me, definitely the most important, because then I still have time for digestion and for the other meals
Okay.
before I start my training.
Right.
So
So
what contains this meal?
Yeah.
Usually, I would say it's pretty simple matrix.
Okay.
Usually 5, sometimes 6 eggs, and
5, 6 eggs. Egg
Five.
whites or whole
complete.
eggs? Okay.
I eat complete eggs, and 150, 200, 250 grams, depend how hungry I am. Usually it's turkey steak, or it could be from chicken, as this
Okay.
white meat.
And this
steak.
is in the morning.
That's in the morning, and then obligatory salad. Then 2 hours after that, I try to drink some protein meal. So it's like liquid meal. It's usually all round protein, or maybe whey protein, but I prefer this all around, so it's from different sources.
Right.
So I mix 60, 70 grams of this protein with milk,
Right.
with low-fat milk in shaker. Then I slowly drink this, and then I try around 12. So if I start my working sessions with students, if I start at 10 o'clock,
Yep.
then of course that my lunch
Yeah.
will be at the gym.
Okay.
So then I pack my lunch. So what's in my lunch package?
Right.
It's rest of the meat which I prepare in the morning.
Right.
This steak, but it's or with rice or with pasta.
Okay, so you add carbs to this.
Absolutely, I add carbs.
In the morning, you don't have any carbs, right?
In the morning, usually I don't have. Sometimes maybe if in the moment I cannot immediately when I wake up, if I cannot eat, then I eat maybe some fruit.
Yep.
Just to have something to increase the level of sugar
In your system.
in the system, yes.
Right.
And then somehow I become hungry after that.
Okay.
Yeah. And
Well, I guess the sugar, it increases. When your blood sugar goes up, then the insulin spike happens, so it decreases, then you get hungry. So I guess
absolutely,
that makes sense.
It makes sense. Yes. Then I eat or at home or mostly at gym.
Right.
So I eat a relative lot of carbs.
Yep.
Why? Because if I eat 11:45, 12 in this period,
Yep.
so I have at least 2 hours time to digest this first part
Right.
of the food, which is mixed.
Yep.
So all these carbs from pasta, from rice, they have enough time to enter in my system and to circulate during my workout.
Yeah.
And of course, part of that is meat. Part of this lunch is normally meat,
Yep.
which is a little bit slowly digested. So it comes somehow as a second part. So when it's practically training, when it's over, it's in system.
Yeah.
So building.
Okay, so it's helping you build that mass.
Yeah.
And timing is key because you need to digest all of this stuff. So then when you get into training,
Exactly.
Yep.
Plus I eat obligatory. I eat salad with this lunch as
Yep.
source of vitamins.
Yep.
That's
I'm gonna get myself.
that's with lunch.
Yeah.
And sometimes I also take with me shake.
Protein shake.
Yes, but if I can drink 30 minutes
Yep.
before my training.
Yep.
So if I have time after I finish my work with certain students
Yep.
who is on schedule this time, then I drink this. It's like protein, but practically it's more mass gainer. So it's somehow balanced, like 50% of protein, 50% of carbs.
Okay, right. Yeah.
So it's also one, I would say, very, very, very good
So it gives
mixture.
you-
Gives also energy.
Right,
It's
exactly.
giving also energy, and directly after training, which lasts 3 hours of hard training. After that, I'm drinking amino acids.
Amino acids immediately after the training.
After the training, before I eat.
Okay,
Amino
so
acids.
how
And
soon after the training?
Practically immediately, I start maybe when I'm changing.
Okay, so straight after, pretty much.
Straight,
Within
exactly.
the next 5 minutes of training, you're drinking.
Exactly. I drink this slowly, so body is calming down, and I'm preparing myself for the next session
Yep.
with students.
Yep.
But before that, I have one serious meal.
And
So, or I go home because I'm close to the gym,
yep.
or I eat again here in the gym, and then it's more protein food.
Okay.
It's more protein food. So
Must be difficult to fit in a serious meal in the gym.
yeah, it is. But my life is like that I have to earn.
Yep.
I have to earn my money. I must fight every day for
Yep.
my bread, for my piece of bread, for my piece of meat.
Right.
So of course
You
it's
gotta
not,
be in the office eating.
that's it.
Yeah.
And it's because it's very difficult to train yourself with maximum and to have several students during the day.
For sure.
That's not an easy task.
No.
But we young people, we can do everything. So I
That's
can-
true.
Yes. And of course, after all these sessions, so sometimes I come after 10 in the evening at home.
Yep.
It's also obligatory one good protein meal. What I like, it's usually tuna salad
Yep.
or something of this so-called dark fish or blue
Right.
fish, because it's very healthy because of omega-3.
Yep. Good fats.
Exactly, and the best, I would say, natural source of proteins is for sure tuna steak.
Tuna steak, yep.
Yeah, it's about, I think, 50 up even to 60% of proteins in 100 grams of the product.
Wow. That's solid protein right there.
That's solid protein. So I put maybe some just small amount of pasta
Yep.
and lemon.
Dressing.
Yes, like this dressing, but just lemon, not mayonnaise or.
Okay, I was gonna say no mayo, no mustard,
no.
nothing.
That I don't eat, especially not in the night. And then during the night, if I have to stand up, then definitely I always say that it's pity to open just one door.
You're right.
That I'm opening the door of toilet. Then I also open the door of fridge, and then usually I make one protein, but not mass gainer, but pure protein.
Okay, so if, for example, you wake up to go to the toilet
Yes,
at night, like at 2 a.m.,
yes,
you'll go get some protein?
absolutely. Absolutely, I get some protein, I drink this slow, and then I go and sleep as a baby.
Okay.
It's no problem, and then I know that I'll be not hungry.
For sure. Right.
And that's this cycles.
So there you have it. It sounds like you're eating every 3 hours. Every 3 hours,
Yes,
you're
I
eating
try
a meal.
to get this rhythm, 3 hours. That's, I think, the best.
Right.
Because then I don't need to eat extreme quantities.
Yeah, right.
I eat a relative normal portion, but often.
Consistently throughout the day.
Exactly.
So how many meals do you have? Around 6 to 8?
Yeah, six meals for sure, if sometimes 7. But I try to keep this in the day share with these 6 meals, and I feel okay.
And how many calories? Because you're a big guy, so
Yeah.
how many? What are you eating for? Are you eating to maintain your mass? Are you eating to gain some mass, or?
First, what I'm trying at least, depends how much time I have, at least to maintain.
Sure.
Because point is that I don't have so much time for the rest.
Yeah.
So I'm in worse position if I'm only dedicated to my training. Because to gain the mass,
Yep.
you need rest. You need, even during the day, not only during the night, but during the day you need 1 hour, 2 hours of good rest, of sleeping.
A nap.
Yes, this definitely, especially after training. Especially after training, it's good. Why? Because then muscles are growing. After you provoke them, on the training, and after you give them good food, so good construction material,
Yeah.
which are proteins, then they can grow, and they grow when you are resting, and this is perfect.
So that makes sense, because as you've been seeing, I've been vlogging, and every time I work out and then I eat, I'm pretty tired after. I just want to go to sleep.
Yeah.
And I want a nap. And sometimes I manage to fit it in, but sometimes you just have to continue with your day and work, so you can't. But I do sleep like a baby when it's time to sleep.
Yes,
That's for sure.
That's for sure, and the best is if you can afford yourself. That you have really this sports rhythm with enough time for sleeping. So it's also important to sleep the same way how you eat. So more, I would say, more meals per day. So also
More naps per day?
yes, and one really good nap during the night.
So like, how many hours at night would you sleep? Minimum 6?
I would say 7, less than 7. I don't feel so good, so powerful.
This is an important thing, because a lot of people think that it's all about being in the gym pushing weights, but the muscles grow after the gym, when you're resting, when you're feeding yourself.
It's
Right.
totally wrong, because if you just push, and every day you're doing the same routine, you are exhausting your body. So you can even lose your muscles because you are overtrained. Muscles need time for rest, for grow.
Right.
So in my opinion, the best is period 36 to 48 hours
Of rest.
between 2 trainings.
36
36 to 48
to 48 hours.
to 48 hours, especially when you are working on gaining, developing mass. The other thing is more often train, more intensive training when you want to shred your body. That's the other.
So when you want to shred, you want to increase the intensity.
Yes, when you want to shred, first you reduce your intake of calories per day. Then you are doing long-lasting trainings with more sets, more repetitions. Between sets, less rest, of course, with lower weight.
Yep.
But more sets, more repetitions, and reduced intake of the food, so it means less calories per day.
And are you still having 6 meals, but smaller amounts?
Absolutely smaller amounts. Special story is, let's say, if you go on a competition, it's complete science. Lasts 2 months, last week, but it's really special chapter.
Right.
But it's really for top athletes who are going on this bodybuilding competition.
It's not for the general
General population, practically not necessary such drastical way of
And what you have to tell people who look at social media, who look at everything they see on the internet, all of these shredded people, 6 packs, 8 packs, 6%, 5% body fat, and they want the same results. And this is very common. So what do you have to say about that?
I can say that it's possible. Everything is possible to do, but be aware of this, that this status with extremely shredded and with low percent of body fat is possible that you have just one short period. So it could be 1 week before you have your performance.
Yep, competition.
Competition, yes, but it's not possible to preserve yourself in such status because it's dangerous. I mean, it's very unhealthy if you constantly have less, maybe even than 10% of body fat.
Okay.
But that's, I would say, minimum.
Minimum 10% body fat.
Yes.
So how do they make it look like there's 6% body fat all year round if it's dangerous?
You can make it, but you can make even 4%. But it can last a very short time because it's all the liquids from your body.
Yep.
They have to disappear.
Yep.
And you can't live without fat. You can't live without sugar. You can't live without water.
Yep.
It's possible one short period for let's say 2 days, 3 days,
Yep.
1 week, but for sure not a complete year. It's impossible. So you should see these extremely shredded people during the year, how they look.
It seems that on social media it's all year round though. Some people are shredded. Don't know if it's 6%. It's in between 6 and 10 sometimes. So to me that seems very strange to have that much that much muscle mass and that low percentage of body fat all year round. To me it seems practically impossible. But I don't know. I've never achieved that status, so I would never know.
Well, it's a normal way. It's impossible and unhealthy. But today, modern chemistry and pharmacology is doing miracles. So that's also one special story.
What do you mean by chemistry? So the people understand what you mean.
Well, I mean something what is banned. What's forbidden, and why a lot of sportsmen after big competitions, when they analyze samples of their urine, why they are disqualified, they took their medals.
So basically you're talking about steroids.
Well, it's steroids, but it's not only steroids. Today you have
performance enhancing drugs.
Yes, then growth hormones and complete wide list of.
Okay, so don't be fooled by the pictures, basically, because it doesn't tell the whole story.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. What is telling the whole story? You see this?
Calluses on the hands.
Yes.
Hard work.
Hard work.
Years of hard work. Decades.
Decades of hard work.
Decades of solid hard work.
Yeah. And then it stays.
Yep.
It's not present for 1 month or 1 week. It stays.
So you mean it stays because if you were to have muscles growing from banned substances, they kind of inflate like a balloon and then they deflate quick and they don't last? Is that what you mean?
Absolutely, that I mean. And you can see, there are today exist pictures of great sportsmen, great bodybuilders during their best years and later. Right. So you can see a real status.
Yep.
You know, you cannot trick the nature. You can do this for a short time, but it's very difficult to do forever.
And you may run into problems later on down the road.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so there you have it. This is what a bodybuilder eats, and that's some wisdom from this 65-year-old bodybuilder who's trained a lot of people in his time, and he's training some future competitors. So you need to get that nutrition in, you need to get your sleep in,
Yeah,
a lot of hard work and dedication
absolutely.
to get those calluses on the hands.
Yeah,
And then remember that nothing comes easy.
absolutely. That's true. That's the biggest truth in the life. Nothing comes easy.
Nothing comes easy.
Yeah.
So there you have it. Davorin and myself, Zaid. We out. Cool. Thanks, Davorin.